In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome in for a Thursday special. I am T-Square, and this is Trentonator. We are your hosts for the evening, and we're excited to get into crypto. We're going to talk about what is going on with Bitcoin, what's happening with Roger Ver, and what is going on with the Democrats. Are they pushing against DeFi? Huh? I don't know, but I tell you what, we're going to get into it at the end of the night. You guys get the most specialist Cardano spotlight. Trent has been working on day and night for last week, guys. He's going to cover midnight, and we're going to get into it. But before we get started, please smash that golden like button. Smash it like this. You want to smash that like button. Smash it like it's a giant hammer. And we got the subscribe bell. You ring-a-ding-ding, and you ring-a-ding-ding. And you can find that subscribe button over there on YouTube and over there on Kick and Rumble. Kick and Rumble is so kind. We just grow all natural over there. But Rumble, we have to apply like some sort of like hair cream to our faces to be able to grow. And so that's why we have to ask. It's not because we want to, but we really want to grow hair. So yeah, guys, today I got a Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA coming in at 9%. Actually, I think the same one I had yesterday. I have like 4 flavors, but I love all of them so much. But the original, I've been kind of like, it's just like anything else in the world. You always save the original for last, right? And
yes, sir.
Trent was like asking me what the heck I was doing in the background while we were loading up, because me and Trent get to talk to each other and make funny faces at each other. I do more funny faces. Trent just kind of looks at me like I don't know what I'm doing. But I got a couple dozen of these cigars, guys. I was opening them up, and they look pretty fancy, man. I'm a little connoisseur of sorts with the tobacco, man, and I really do like cigars. I probably won't light it up, but check out the art. This is a Toro. It is a thicker and wider than most. It's the second largest size compared to the Gordo. And I think this one is a 56 wrap by 6 inches. This one is based out of Portuguese. I think that's Portugal. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, it says Surefetus and CIA. So yeah, this looks really like a good flavor, man. It's really dry. Kind of like a sweeter smoke, and it's really stiff. You can tell it's really good quality. There's no cracks or chips in this tobacco. So yeah, it'll be pretty good. I like it, man. And I got all my ASMR popping, and we're gonna see what we got going on. Boom. Fun facts, man, about tobacco, Trent, is that nicotine, it's not necessarily bad for you. And tobacco out of cigar is also, I wouldn't say it's great for you, but the Native Americans smoked tobacco for a long time. They didn't have any problems. It wasn't really until cigarettes came in and introduced chemicals into their substances, which really is what's bad for you. It's not as necessarily as much as the leaf. It's all natural. We have a couple people in the chat, Trent. You want me to cover it real quick, or do you want to cover it real fast before you pop your beer?
Yeah, I got you. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome into the Ride or Die Brew Crew. We got Chris and Floki's Angels and Panamint Red. As always, thanks to Joe from Trade Intuition whenever he hops in here. If anyone hops in, plays this back later, guys, don't forget to go over and subscribe to Joe's channel. I see him out there all the time supporting other creators, and what goes around comes around. So we gotta show Joe some love.
When are we gonna get you in, Chris? You should jump on the stream with us sometime.
And also welcome in CT, and welcome into all of the other Ride or Die Brew Crew that's always coming in here and supporting us. I'm not going to get everyone's names, off the top of the noggin, but I'm thinking about Daly, thinking about Mr. Ted, thinking about Calvin and JG and Dremmer. That's right. So
and we got
Lucas,
and we got Panamint Red too in here.
Yeah, Lucas and Chara, of course.
Chara's probably dancing on the clouds right now.
And then an OG, Daniel Ghazi, man. Yeah,
Daniel Ghazi.
So,
I haven't thought about him in a while. He probably felt bad about asking about Gala. And then we have Daniel Kaufman, I think it is, the AVAX guy.
Yeah. Connor.
Yeah. Anytime, Chris.
He said that would be sweet. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, let's do it. We've got a Foggiest window from Monkish Brewing Company. This is a triple dry hopped, double hazy IPA coming in at 8.1%. Guys, one of Monkish's flagship beers that they make year round is called Foggy Window. So then they have Foggy Window, Foggiest Window, and then they have Enter the Fog and Enter the Fog Dog. There's like, a whole series of them. Foggy Window is like the flagship. You can always find it there. They're always going to be brewing it. But then the spin-offs from it, they're not always brewing it. So, not that anyone cares. Here's our ASMR pop. And the poor, as opposed to the rich. We're all just the poor.
Yeah. We called your beer last night the Orange Julius of beers.
We're all just the poor, waiting to be the rich. With this Q4 crypto pump. So, cheers.
CT says he's been using the OBV indicator lately and liking it, but he doesn't know what it is. LMAO.
I was just about to say, what is that?
Yeah. And then we have Chris. He says, just let him know what's up and he'll be here. Well, Chris, you got to let us know what works for you. If you want to come in like one of these expected times, man, that's easy. We can plug you in.
Yeah, I mean, when we're here. Any
regularly
scheduled programming. works for us. So
Yeah. We'll make you part of the show. You won't even realize it. But
Yeah.
just send us an email, Chris, at blockchainandbrew@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you got going for us, Trent? Or you want me to jump into the news?
I have a.
Holy cow!
I've got a news right here.
Did you see that Zora's up 50% today?
I did not. I saw that Zcash still be doing its thing. You know.
Yeah, it is. Dash is up to $41, Trent, from 28.
Yeah. It's a weird thing that's going on right now, but I'll tell you what, guys. Aster coming out and man, what's the
CZ condemning his.
what's Brian Armstrong's like? You guys just said it last night. You guys were just having this.
I remember it. You're talking about his coin, right? The coin, the base version. It's Avantis.
Avantis.
Yeah.
When I got home last night, I rewatched the show, by the way, and I saw that part where you guys were. The name was escaping you guys, and I was like, oh, if I say it tomorrow, I'm gonna remember it now. And then I didn't. But yeah, anyways, my point is Aster and Avantis, and you got these other examples of stuff that debut to market, and they're already in the top 100, already in the top 50 even. Guys, mark my words. We're going to be looking at, a month from now or whenever, we're going to be opening up CoinMarketCap in the middle of the day, or maybe at 3 a.m. You get startled awake by your Dalmatian that hops into your bed with you, and you're going to be shaken out of your sleep and look at your phone, and you're going to see a notification that midnight has absolutely ripped 150%, and it's like practically debuting in the top 30. Watch.
Who here does not believe in midnight?
Wait and see.
Raise your hand.
So anyways, guys, this is a very, very important article that I have for you guys today. And I don't always say that.
Let's call it the IIDD crypto state. IIDD-CSSF. Double I, double D. Hey, Ed.
Double D?
Yeah. Hey, you ever watched Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Double D? I don't even know her.
No, Double D's the guy from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I know.
It's Ed, and Double D. Ed, Eddie, and Double D. You don't remember that?
No.
Did you watch cartoons as a kid?
No, I watched Fox News as a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah.
This explains why you like Taylor Swift. You and Tucker Carlson are on the same boat.
Anyways. File will fly to $10 before anyone even realizes, and then it'll see massive game. Yeah, probably. So this is a very.
Did you see Chris's message?
Chris, never been on a show before, so I don't know how to do it all.
Not that one.
Oh, I love that show, Ed, and Eddie.
No, you skipped it again.
What?
You keep jumping in between them.
Oh, are there any caps in the email, or how is it spelled? Sorry, guys, I don't mean to interrupt. No, you're good. It is. I'll just type it right now. Blockchain and Brew at gmail.com. We're not as fancy as some people yet. We're eventually we're gonna get our blockchain, or
we're not as fancy, but we're fancier.
Info at blockchainandbrew.com, or info at
Infowars Crypto.
Yeah, anyways. But
Infowars.
you should go back and, well, there's no way for you to know which one it is, but we've had I left John 316 out when we were talking about OGs. OG Brew crew members.
Are you still gonna go on his show?
Serpent Juice. Yeah, I am. But
he told me you hurt his feelings. That's why he hasn't been back.
No. But yeah, we've had John 316 on the show, and it's just It's no pressure. All it is, it just feels like hanging out with the crew. You know, that's all. You don't have to feel pressured to have something to say. Like, we'll just run the show like normal. And if you do have commentary, like, go for it. But other than that, the vibe is just hanging out, no pressure. So, guys, this is a very important article. I don't say that all the time, but it really is. So, institutional investors double down on crypto. State Street finds.
Double down, double D.
Guys, State Street is over a $5 trillion asset management firm. So we're not quite talking about BlackRock, but almost, right? That's what this is. A new report from State Street shows that nearly 60% of institutional investors plan to increase their holdings in the next 12 months. These aren't retail gamblers. They're senior executives from asset management and asset ownership firms across multiple regions. The data is from the company's 2025 Global Research on Digital Assets and Tech. It reveals that traditional finance isn't just dipping toes anymore, they're diving headfirst. According to the report, digital assets are no longer side experiments. They're central to the strategy. The study says the average institutional exposure to crypto will double within 3 years, showing growing comfort with tokenized products. Joerg, president of investment services at State Street, says the acceleration and adoption of emerging technologies is remarkable. Institutional investors are moving beyond experimentation, and digital assets are now a strategic lever for growth, efficiency, and innovation. Private equity and private fixed income are first on the chopping block for tokenization. These assets, known for being slow and illiquid, are the main targets because institutions want to unlock speed and liquidity. State Street's research shows most investors expect 10 to 24% of their portfolio to be tokenized by 2030. The shift isn't happening for fun. It's about transparency and money. 52% of respondents say they want better visibility into their holdings. 39% want faster trades, and 32% want to cut down compliance costs. Nearly half of them will think these changes will lead to over 40% in cost savings, mostly thanks to better transparency. But the crypto overhaul doesn't stop at assets. Operations are changing too. 40% of institutions now have a full-blown digital asset team or business unit. And nearly 1 in 3 say blockchain operations are already a core part of their transformation strategy. Donna, Chief Product Officer at State Street, said, "We're seeing clients rewire their operating models around digital assets. Many are building dedicated teams, and nearly 1 in 5 plan to follow suit." From tokenized bonds and equities to on-chain wrappers, central bank digital currencies, stablecoins, and tokenized cash, the shift isn't just technical, it's strategic. And while crypto and tokenization are taking center stage, generative AI and quantum computing are also moving fast. Over half of the survey respondents believe these technologies will impact investment operations even more than blockchain or tokenization. But most don't see it as a trade-off. They say it all works together. Quantum and AI will accelerate what's already happening with digital assets. So, guys, the most important part of this whole article is in the first sentence. So why then did I read the whole article, you might ask? Well, context. That's why. The most important part of this is this phrase right here, in the next 12 months. This is where we have to have an eye to read between the lines, right? It said a new report from State Street shows that nearly 60% of institutional investors plan to increase their crypto holdings in the next 12 months. Guys, watch what they do, not what they say. Watch what they do, not what they say. So what they say is that all of the biggest institutional players out there are increasing their holdings. 60% of institutional investors are increasing their crypto holdings in the next 12 months. Well, what they're probably going to do is they're going to balloon the price. I don't know when it'll stop. None of us really know. But they're going to rocket crypto prices for, I would say, the next 3 to 6 months. and as of right now, I'm not really on the further end of that 6. But let's just say the next 3 to 6 months. And then we're probably going to get a, I don't know, 40, 50% dip. Altcoins will probably bleed against Bitcoin. So there's going to be pain to come next year, and it's not going to be a traditional bear market, but we're going to get cycles within cycles. And in some shape, form, or fashion, that means that we have to prepare for some kind of bear market. Like whether it's only a 50% dip that's recovered from in, 3 to 6 months instead of 18 months. I don't know. Things are changing for sure. But guys, 2026 crash, like post 4-year crash, is that still in the cards? I think it would be unwise to say that it's not. So they're saying, hey, over the next 12 months, they're just going to buy. Sure, but some of that buying is going to be buying the dip. Mark my words on that. So, a crash is going to come next year. It's not going to look like a traditional bear market, but the bears are going to eat. The bears are going to wake up from hibernation. So there you go.
Well, I just have a couple little articles I was going to cover, Trent, that went crazy. They went crazy, and I'm not even going to cover them like what you did. To read the context, I'm just going to read the highlight. So we come into what happened in crypto today. We have backlash as Democrats proposed a restricted list for DeFi protocols. This moves, among others, that proposed could kill DeFi, according to its critics. The banking community, Democrats sent a proposal to the community, Republicans, on Thursday, seeking to impose know your customer rules on the front ends of crypto apps, including non-custodial wallets and stripping protections from crypto developers, and several other industry commentators said on Thursday, citing a report from Punchbowl News. I want to let you guys know, don't have to worry. This isn't going to pass because Republicans own the House. Now, they're talking about the Clarity Act had already secured House in July, where it passed 294 to 134. They are worried because stable coins are going to have a good yield, and they had a loophole workaround. And I would just say all Congress didn't really see that workaround, but it looks promising, very promising. And the second thing we were going to talk about is Roger Ver reaches a tentative agreement, with the U.S. DOJ over tax charges report. Bitcoin advocate Roger Ver, known to many in the crypto industry as Bitcoin Jesus, has reportedly reached a deal with the U.S. Department of Justice that could allow him to avoid prison time. According to Thursday New York Times report, Ver's lawyers reached a tentative agreement with the U.S. authorities that would require the Bitcoin advocate to pay $48 million in taxes he owed from his crypto holdings. The Justice Department charged Ver with mail fraud and tax evasion in 2024, seeking and extradite him from Spain to a trial. Honestly, Trent, the amount of money Roger Ver has, I don't think $48 million is going to hurt the guy. I think he can pay that and avoid jail time and be perfectly fine. He probably has that just in Ferraris. Good evening, Hal. I hope you're doing well. I read it. It said Daddy Trent, but I saw it say Diddy Trent. I had to double take it. Like Puff Daddy, Diddy, Trent, and T Square.
Never.
You could just call me Gaisling. just kidding. You got puffed out of him, Gaisling. That's probably not even a funny joke because those people are pretty messed up in the head. And they need a lot of prayer. I mean, I need a lot of prayer too, but I'm not messed up in the head like that. Oh yeah, we'll jump over to bubbles. I was like over here, like looking at stuff, and I forgot to switch it. I'm sorry, guys. Boom. Okay, we're in the top 100. Is this still pumping? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Chain Opera AI. I can't believe it's still pumping, Trent. I would have thought I would have taken a break by now. Wow.
Yeah.
And then we have Zcash, like you were talking about, up 40% for the day. Dude, that's wild. Was that a little less than $50 a month ago, Trent? This would have been a killer buy. I wish I could go back in time and throw all my money into this and sell it. IMX trying to come back. I was thinking about entering trade, but I wanted to get a little lower. I was thinking like this, not this range, but like right, there's a little divot right there. We can't get to show. Where are we at? Everything else is red. Astur's down to 161. Oh my goodness. What a rounded top. Oh no. You guys don't see what I see. It is bearish. LOL Diddy, Chris said. It's not laughing matter, man. That guy got 4 years in jail or prison. We came over here to the 100 to 200. We had Zora up 50%. Those who don't know what Zora is, it's like Facebook, except every post is an NFT that you can create content and get paid, I guess, essentially. We talked about Ape and a Pepe yesterday, and it's up 10% from that. Well, that's pretty good. Synthetics network up 23%. Not bad, guys. Excuse me. It looks like it's breaking out of this flag pattern. That's a pretty bullish sign. Maybe Trent should go long this, guys. Have him double his money. We can do a live trade. We have Dash up 35%. Absolutely crushing it. Dash is crushing it, which I thought Dash was a dead project. So, news to me that I missed something. If you guys didn't know this, when me and Trent first started, we had like 3 subscribers, and we went on like a 3 or 4 hour Saturday, maybe it was like a 6-hour Saturday stream. Yeah. We just streamed and we talked and we met a bunch of random people, and a bunch of random people didn't meet us because they didn't. They were coming and going pretty quick.
I probably had like 3 beers on that stream.
Yeah. I wanted to point out, Trent. This is what I was looking for, was SQD, which is what who was in here trading SQD Squid. They kept talking about it. It's actually been ripping. It's up 50% today, Trent. SQD Squid. I still don't really understand what it is, but clearly we're in the red for a lot. But that just means that we have a couple of green outliers, which now we know that, hey man, if the bull run comes back in, there's gonna be some good trades coming in. I wonder how Bleed is doing with his mantra at 16 cents.
I don't know.
I mean, it's really down 50% from when it was right here, which I couldn't think that was still possible.
Wait, oh wow,
it's down 50% from right there.
Wait. So back up, like let's just say a couple months ago. That's when he was.
So here's September, August, July, June was 20 cents.
Oof.
And then May it was 40. That stuff right here kind of scares me, Trey. I'm like, you could just keep a short open and just kind of ride it out. But if ever it breaks out, it will break up like this. Bing! You'll be dead. You'll be dead literally like instantaneously if you don't have a stop loss. Instantaneously dead.
Yeah.
But
literally, Believes will come into your house. He will break into your house in the middle of the night, dressed like the Grim Reaper, with big muscles.
Big muscles,
and he will kill you.
And a faux hawk.
Oh man.
Let's jump into some charts. All right, guys, we'll jump into the charts. The good news is we are looking great today if you were gold or silver. Not you. How are you doing, my friend? Hello, beautiful hydrated crypto community fish. I'm a hydrated fish. That's what D not you saying. Oh, I was talking about the charts earlier today, guys, and you guys might not remember this because it was like 4 a.m. But I came in and I said it right about here, I think. And I said we were open for some positive move on the 15-minute, and we literally ran up. And I said on the 1 hour back over here in this time frame that the 1 hour was bearish, and the 4 hour does not have me convinced. And we literally came up. The 1 hour didn't play out. The 4 hour didn't play out. And then I saw we had some divergence on the. What was I looking at? We had some divergence from right here, swing down to swing up. And I said, okay, guys, we have some divergence. We're going to see what happens. And then literally 15 minutes later, this yellow X means there was manipulation in the market. And when you see yellow X, what triggers it is a large amount of volume on certain wallets doing the opposite of what should happen. Like the big whales are playing whale games, and you have to be careful. And generally when you see yellow X's, it means get out of the chart because there's manipulation coming on. There's some market makers doing some big market makers doing some fishy stuff. So
I wish that I was so rich that we could hire someone where their only job is to change this bottom banner down here.
I would do it for you, Trent.
As we
You don't need to pay somebody. I'll do it for you.
Sorry, anyway, I interrupted your talk. Keep going.
I was just saying that the yellow X is a danger zone, guys, because there's some crazy stuff happening. And I also pointed out, too, that for me to remain bullish, I wanted a higher high, and we did not get a higher high. So I knew that we were probably coming down. I'm playing with this other different trading idea, Trent. I'm still kind of working on it. And it's not necessarily new to the world. Like, there's nothing new under the sun. But what I was noticing is I'm still playing around with it, guys. I haven't back tested it yet, and it may or may not work. But if you use the red dot on the momentum waves and you match it up with a doji candle, and whenever you got the red dot and a doji candle, you shorted if it was like a short one and longed it if it was a green dot to doji candle, and how well it played out. If you came down here and you got your double green dots and you hit the long right here, you could have rode it all the way up, and it's like, when do you get out? And you just let it play out till you get a red dot doji candle. Boom, red dot doji candle. Excuse me. Yes, you would have had the red dot right here, and you could have got out. You wouldn't have hit the top, but you wouldn't dang near got all your gains from top to bottom. And then with the bearish doji candle and the red dot, you could have shorted it, and you would just left your short open till you got your green dot, and you could have rode it all the way down to right here, and you would have closed it out. Boom. Okay, that's pretty good gains. It wasn't maximum gains, but also it didn't see a yellow manipulated candle coming in. So we get this yellow manipulated candle. Okay, cool, whatever. Now we have a doji candle right here, and you could have opened your long, or you could have waited till you got the green dot, which would have been the next candle. It's kind of still a doji. Opened it, and then you would have just not have closed it until you got a red dot to confirm it's time to close, and you could have rode it all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, red dot, and you're out. Boom. Okay, fine. You didn't catch the top. That is so good. That's like catching like out of the money that you could have made on that trade, you would have missed out like 5%, and you would have caught dang near the bottom. You didn't catch the very tippy tip, but that's a pretty good spot and a good way to identify an entry point. And that's what I've been kind of working on just today. And it may or may not even play out because I've been trying to figure it out as well. And it's not nothing new under the sun. It's just something that I was identifying.
Yeah.
Because we have a whole bunch of green ones right here. And I was trying to figure out how would I have identified these right here. And you can't guarantee a win every time. It's kind of like blackjack, guys, So if you get some mixed signals, maybe it's best to get out and not get in until you're ready. You know what I'm trying to say? So we're looking at Bitcoin. If we saw these right here.
Charting is like exegesis. It's like biblical interpretation.
Yeah.
When people don't know where to start with studying the Bible, I tell them something very simple. Just start making observations. Just
Yeah.
just read the text and observe things. Make note of them. You're not arriving at conclusions yet. It's okay. Just make observations. That's where
Yeah.
you can start if you're new to reading charts as well. Just open up the chart, start making observations. You don't have to draw hard conclusions yet. It's okay. Just observe. Real quick, they're saying in the chat that they love Dash. Dash is another privacy play, right? If so,
Yeah.
Midnight is going to absolutely crush the privacy sector. Like, there will always be that guy on a hill somewhere that like loves his Monero. It's not going to go away, but Midnight is going to like lay down the hammer on the privacy sector. Also, my cat's name is Dash, and there's a story behind that. My wife, when she first moved here to take a job as a teacher, when she was like 24, they were this guy was selling a bunch of cats, a bunch of kittens, a new litter of kittens outside of Walmart. My cat's name is Floki. They weren't selling them actually. They were, well, yeah, they were, but for cheap. But anyway, some guy comes up and he's like, "How much for the whole litter?" And a couple people that are standing there like wondering why.
Do you know he wants to know if you redeemed your midnight?
Yes. I did on your wallet. Or
Can you trade it right now or not yet?
Or your Roy? No. But yeah. Drop in the comments, not you, what wallet you use, and I might be able to steer you. You know,
don't use Kraken.
Give you some tips based on that. But they were some guy wanted to buy the whole litter of kittens, and the people selling it were like, "Okay, but why though? That's an odd thing to want the whole litter." And he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna feed them to my snake." And there were, and then next thing you know, several people were like, "Oh, I'll take one. You know, so that they don't get eaten by the snake. Molly was one of them, and that's how she got her cat. She had that cat before she met me, and also, she named it Dash after Kim Kardashian. But there you go.
Trent. Totally unrelated, but I wanted to give you a little bit of work talk. We have this guy at work we nicknamed Beetlejuice, and then we have this other guy at work we nicknamed Shitlips. Not because he always has shit on his lips, but his name's like a tongue twister, and it's like shit, lip. It's Miss Shit Lips, and that's just how it came about. Our cat's names are Floki, Angel, hence my name.
So,
LOL.
Not you. Here's what you're gonna need to do. If Yori or your Roy is your main wallet where you hold your ADA, and that's gonna be you know, where that's gonna be where your wallet is assessed to see how much midnight you get. There should be a tab in your Yoroi wallet that says airdrop. If you do not see that tab that says airdrop, then you're going to need to update your app. Make sure you're updated to the latest version if you're on mobile, or like maybe clear your cache if you're on desktop. I was not having a lot of luck, so what I did, and this is just common sense if you think about it, just take your seed phrase and just like uninstall the application, take your seed phrase, and or you know, in my scenario it's a browser extension, just get rid of that, and then take your seed phrase and restore your wallet into a new Chrome extension or a new app or whatever you're using. And in that scenario, you know, back up restore your wallet with your seed phrase, then it's going to show up. That's what happened to me. Only because that's a HODL wallet for me and a staking wallet. So I just about never open it up. And so because it was just sitting there unopened, it wasn't like
Good night,
current
Chris. Good night,
with all the
Floki.
live information. So yeah.
We did get some new data in today, Trent. Ironically enough, the 1, 2, and 3 day all closed today.
Let's see it. Good night, Chris. Good night, Floki's Angel.
So what we got? You mean Floki and Angel? Because like two, one cat. It's actually kind of interesting because we kind of have a doji candle. We were just talking about what would you do in this scenario, and it's a little bit nervousing because the thing I was just representing. If you take the emotion out, excuse me, you could say technically you could get ready to short this because we don't have a red dot yet, but we're getting close. Now the 2 day, we have a red candle and we're primordially close to getting a red dot. Now you come over to the daily, and the daily doesn't overly feel like we're going to go up. The Stokes, RSI, and strength are coming down. We have a red dot coming down. But what we do have going for us is this VWAP is not very strong dimensionally pushing down. It's very flat right now. If it was something more like a sharper angle coming up, we could expect a few more days of anything before we went up. But it's very flat, plateauy, very similar to almost like this over here, where it's just flat. I guess it didn't really play out, so maybe that's a poor example. It could be almost like this, where we still have a little bit of money flow. We got pretty flat, so you have a little bit of money flow, you get flat, and we can end up just trading sideways, and then dump, and then we claim whatever we got. But it's just something to be careful with. I think for me right now, overall, I am feeling bearish, more so because here's a high. We did not get a higher high. Here's our low. We got a little bit of a lower low. So I'm kind of watching what's kind of playing out. The money flow has been leaving. Now, yeah, I think I'm going to be a little bit more bearish. Well, this is just a 4 hour, and going off of what we were just talking about, if you want to stay up for the next 45 minutes, maybe this candle completes as a doji candle, and then we get our green dot, which is what we were just talking about. That might be a potential long. Now, the question is, they're going to make a higher high. That's something we got to keep an eye on. Right now, the 1 hour is looking pretty bearish, too, because we have a red X that wants us to go down. Anchor trigger wave, Stokes, RSI strength are coming down. I would feel negative right now. I have a very negative sentiment towards Bitcoin, not because I hate it. That's just because I'm trying to be unemotional to it. Now, the flip side of it is I actually have 2 coins for you that actually look somewhat decent. Trent's going, what type of coins look decent? Because he's like, I hate all cryptocurrencies, especially Cardano. I'm just kidding. Trent, one of the ones that I was looking at was kind of funny. It was kind of Bitcoin Cash, because I like how it had actually some good pumpamentals coming in. We do got the doji candle. The strength and Stokes are low. VWAP is kind of coming down right now. Longer time frames, we have anchor trigger wave, and you could even say this might be some sort of slight bullish divergence coming into Bitcoin Cash. Why just Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin? I couldn't tell you. But the strength, RSI, maybe it had something to do with Roger Ver. You know how he just got announced that he just has to pay some sort of fine and he doesn't have to go to jail? Because Bitcoin Cash is Roger Ver's baby, right, Trent?
Yeah.
So this could be set up for a larger play. We have movement coming into the upside right now. VWAP's coming in, strength, Stokes, RSI, and everything looks pretty okay. I have no complaints. Now, another coin that, if you guys are interested in trading, was, where are you at, coin? Here it is. Tau doesn't look that bad to me either. I mean, we have some pretty good green candles to the upside. Devious size playing with our favor. We are breaking above the 21. We have an anchor trigger wave, Stokes, strength, RSI, and VWAP all playing ball. Not so bad. The 1 hour does not look overly great. Maybe we only get a couple candles and we come and meet the 21 like around 341. So we only lose $10. Maybe just trade sideways and we can break out of this and get a higher high and then keep on going. But it's something we'll have to keep an eye on, guys. That's all I'm saying. The those coins don't look that bad. Anybody out there holding XRP? I'm holding XRP, and I can tell you right now, it's not my favorite coin to trade because it's coming down. Anchor, trigger wave, Stokes RSI, VWAP coming down. You come into the 4 hour, we do have a doji candle. That's not bad. Whatever may be looking bad, but the 4 hour is not looking that shabby, you know, so we just have to keep an eye on it. You know, we could be getting if I was going to enter the trade using the new setup I was just showing you guys and wanted to test out, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Man, I can't believe Crow is below 20 cents. Oh my gosh, Crow, you're killing me sometimes. There was actually an AMA today with Mirko on Crow Trade. He's one of the devs for it. You know, Trent, if you erase like this week or two out of Crow, it literally is just kind of following like some sort of pattern. Do you see it? It's kind of coming up. It's kind of gliding.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. You know who crushed it? I took my profits right here on Crow, and I'm actually doing pretty good on them. And then I can't believe John 316, he really nailed the top, and he took his profits out like right over here. I was like, dang, dude, we were talking about that night. And, you know, guys, we're never going to steer you guys wrong. We always try to do what's most helpful and what we would do in your scenario, because there was a lot of questions about it. And it's hard to say, well, yeah, it could keep going. We don't really know where Crow is at. It could literally be up to its all-time high. But it doesn't hurt to take some profits, guys. You don't have to sell your whole bag. Take some profits, and if you reinvested it all right now, you would have doubled your money or tripled it.
Yeah.
What do you got? Coins do you have for us, Trent?
Yeah. Let me get into it. And then
Double I, double D, the double S. Binds Crypto.
there was one more thing I had to say to
Chris,
you, and now I forgot.
you were gonna tell him that he has the most amazing husky. That's not it.
I think that's about it. I pretty much wrote out everything that, that's important. So there you go. Let's see here. Bitcoin.
Let's see here.
For oh yeah.
Could you do a whole show just on Bitcoin?
Oh, absolutely.
Would you guys be interested in Trent doing a whole show just on Bitcoin, just so you guys see all the different scenarios and you can see 4 candles on the 15-minute play out live with Trent? Chris, I thought you had to go to bed.
Chris, that's when you just do what I do and go to bed, but like have your phone.
Oh, you do what I do, and I just don't sleep. I really don't, man. Like, I'm one of those guys who don't need a lot of energy to keep going. I'm going on 4 weeks straight, working 60 hours a week plus the show because there's all this crap going on. And I literally don't go to bed till 10 o'clock at night. And my first alarm goes off at 3:50. I mean, I don't know. I do brag about myself, but I do feel like I have a little bit of a superpower like that because most people would be dead. You did a 5.5 hour show today because we started trading BTC. It was fun. Holy smokes. Hey, Daily. I'm sorry you're late. We did the giveaway and you weren't there. So you have to go back to the beginning of the show and watch it.
He's joking. Joe, no lie. I actually thought that like you were live this morning and then live again this afternoon. Because I got busy, went to go do some stuff, and then like went back on YouTube later, saw you. I was like, "Oh, he's live again." No. He was just live for 5.5 hours.
He never went away.
Yeah. Tell me who else does that.
Joe, didn't we talk about yesterday? Me and you were both bearish on Bitcoin, and we said $119,000 was our call. What did we hit today, Joe? What did we hit? Did we not nail that, or what? And it was interesting, too, because we were talking after the show. Most people flipped bullish at the very end and were calling for the high of 125 before 119. And I was going, how? How is this a thing? I was like,
Yeah.
no. I was like, why is everybody calling for the opposite and, and the opposite is what actually plays out?
Yeah.
I should
So
start a poll right now.
on Bitcoin, we have the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level coming in at 119.2, $119,261 or so. And this green line that I drew right above it, based on volume and this cluster of candle closures over here. And guys, that is the area that I want to see us hold. So far, we have. So far, we've bounced off of it. And if you look real closely, they're not as strong as I'd like, but we kind of have these tweezer bottoms right here. You know, these two wicks to the downside that look like tweezers. But the right one is bigger than the left one, and they're separated by a candle in the middle, which is fine. But you know, my point is they're not as strong as like how this one looks back here, especially when you have tweezer bottoms and the second candle is bullish engulfing. But you know, but what this shows me is that we are attempting to bottom. The key word is attempting to bottom, because the RSI has actually like peaked, you know, bearish a little bit. The purple line has peaked down under the yellow line. The stochastics have not like really made a V-shaped bottom. You know, the MACD is still kind of curving over.
Trent,
yeah.
if it's okay if I answer a chat question real quick.
Oh yeah.
Muffhead, yes, we're still bullish for October. Last year we had pretty good gains for October, and the first 3 weeks we fell a significant amount in October. In 1 week we gained it all back and some, and then had a wonderful November.
Yeah, we're still going.
Did say something good about Say? I got a hefty bag of it today. I think they removed Eric Trump from the board, or he left the board, and Wyoming didn't choose them for their stable coin. But that's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but Say's holding rather well, so you don't have to worry unless it goes to zero. Then I would be a little upset.
Yeah, we
could take a look at it though.
Yeah, we're still.
How much Say do you hold daily? What price did you? What price did you buy it at?
Muffhead, in my opinion, we're still going 130 to 140 by end of October.
The good news is, Muffhead, he's not including Cardano in that.
So yeah, we are attempting to bottom right here, and if we go to the 4 hour, I'm gonna have to erase this these fibs because they're not drawn for the 4 hour. When you look at the 4 hour, you know, stochastic RSI is looking like it's
that is a hefty bag.
Putting in a potential bottom. RSI, not sure yet. But, you know, we have these wicks coming down here to that important green line. MACD is under the 0 line, and the histogram is turning neutral. So the 4 hour is kind of saying the same thing. It's attempting to bottom. It's attempting to bottom, but nothing like super strong yet. We go to the 1 hour. Yeah, that's kind of the best I can say right now, is that we're attempting to bottom. You know, it is noteworthy though, like the strength that the bounce off of this the strength of the bounce from this green line. But we have kind of come up here and then rejected again off of the 21 and could be rolling over. So some kind of double bottom around the level of this green line might be what's in play. So we're just going to have to see what happens once we come down and retest this again, because in all likelihood, with these moving averages crossing bearish and the rejection right here and the rollover, we probably at least come down and make another test of this level, even if it's slightly lower. Remember, the 0.16 fib level was closer to 119 even rather than like 119.8 where we went to today. So I go back to the 4 hour.
You should also cover Say for daily. He posted his bag in the Discord and he taught me a new word.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him right now.
You know what I can't even say it. Resinous mean in beer? Resinous?
Resinous?
Yeah. Resinous.
Yeah, it's when there's a lot of resin in the beer.
Well, what does that mean though?
Like
cidery?
Like residue, like kind of like.
It's not a charming word.
No, I mean it's fine. Some people are put off by it. I don't mind it, but it's kind of when it makes you feel like in the brewing process, everything didn't get boiled down enough. Like maybe there's still a little bit of I wouldn't say powdery, but yeah, like resin. Like
I understand, but what resin would be in that in a beer? Is that like a non-boiled yeast? Like hops?
Yeah. Like
hops in the wall?
Look, resin is a sticky, flammable organic substance insoluble in water.
That doesn't sound good. Does that sound good? I don't want to drink that. That sounds gross.
No, it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. It's like drinking apple juice with flour sprinkled into it. And you're like, yeah, I could drink it, but I don't want to drink it.
With these, if I don't rinse my glass right away, there's like literally it leaves a sort of orangish, not yellow like this, more of like a deep orange little circle at the bottom of it. Because because after it, because then after it kind of dried overnight, if you leave the glass on the counter, then it kind of gets a little sticky, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Sure. I don't find it appealing. What's up, Flatsamack? How you doing, good sir?
So yeah, let me go over to some SCI. So
that's called dank. If it has a weed smell to it in an IPA, it's dank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelson hops are pretty dank, and I don't mind it. I like it.
I had the first time I had a dank beer. It was like super dank. I don't even know what the definition of dank is. Maybe Trent will explain it in a second. But I literally, we went to work the next day, and there was a drug test. I'm like, I'm gonna look this up real quick because I don't know. This really does taste like weed beer, and the on the can art, the hop was high. So I was like, I'm gonna look this up.
I drew another line right here. At the 0.5 fib level of the bottom of the golden pocket. And you guys do need to know that, like, we could put in like a little bit steeper of a dip by going to that level. Right now it is directly above the 21 moving average. And I do see this 21 kind of making its way inside of the golden pocket somewhere. But you guys do need to know that it can go lower, it can do whatever it wants, but you guys do need to know that, like, it wouldn't be surprising at all if it put in a little bit of a steeper dip.
Oh, I should have blown up my
117.
favorite section.
But 117 is the line in the sand to me, and I don't see it going under that. I do think there's a good chance 119.1. Between 119.1, 119.8 could be the bounce, even if we come touch it again.
Is that say?
No. That was just the end of my Bitcoin analysis. I'm going to SDI right now.
Let me cover my favorite segment before I forget.
Oh yeah.
While I do that, you should load up the Discord too.
Okay. Well, I have to say right here. I'll just give a quick.
No, that's the cliffhanger. You're supposed to do the cliffhanger.
Yeah, you're true. You're right. You're right. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, guys, cliffhanger on say. Don't you go away, Daily. Guys, if you haven't already, we're doing a giveaway with our link on Twitter, and all you have to do to participate in a $100 giveaway next, or the 15th. I don't know what day that lands on. 6 days from now. All you got to do is share this link. We only have 6 people, so you have a 1 in 6 shot of winning $100. Share the link and tag your favorite crypto and tag us, and that's it. That's it, man. We'll track you guys down. But with BitFi, no KYC, no VPN. You save 20% on trading fees with our link. If you're new and you want to learn how to trade, you can deposit $100. You get a $60 bonus. If you're a little bit more advanced in trading, you can deposit $500 and get a $100 bonus. If you're a little bit more skilled, you can deposit $1,000 and get a $200 bonus. If you're a really extreme trader like Trent and I, you can deposit $5,000 and get a $1,000 bonus. It does not need to be Tether. It can be Tether. You could also do Cardano. You could also do Say. You could do Ethereum. You could do Pole. You could do all of the above and all in one. And you just have to keep it in there, and within like 24 to 48 hours, you'll get your deposit bonus in. Excuse me. If you want, you can move your coins back to your cold storage wallet, or you can just trade with them. We also have Coin M Futures, where you get trade and get paid in your cryptocurrency. You trade in XRP, you'll be paid in XRP. And if that's what you're interested in. In other words, you can just trade it in Tether. And guys, if you sign up with your money, not our money, you get access to our VIP level in the Discord. And Trent's going to show you some alpha in there. And why do we tell you guys about this? Is because how we support the channel is we get little kickbacks from the fees. And we want to help. We're inclined to help you want to win. Because more winning for you is more winning for us. So you can go in there and I'll go over whatever chart you're looking at with market cipher. Trent will do his basic TA, Trent, on the screen. And then on top of that, you can also use the VIP group, and it's aggregated from the top ROI traders over on BitFi. And you can literally see trades that they set up and why did they set it up, and if it correlates with what you're looking at to help improve your own skills.
Yeah, swing signals, market analysis, and scalp signals every night, Pacific Standard Time, pumped out into the Discord. There's so many options, like so much.
We just got a swing on Gala.
Well, that was a closed trade, yeah. But yeah, so there's just so much going on here. There's something for everybody. You're gonna learn something constantly, and you're gonna see new setups constantly if you're in there. Just get in the Discord for free right now and get access to the VIP channels by funding your BYDFi account with at least $100, and then simply verifying your BitFi user ID right here in the Discord. So there you go. You want to take us over to the giveaway?
I thought I was there. Was I not there?
Oh yeah, you were. Sorry.
I could go back where I was at,
yeah.
guys. It's right here on X. Come find us, Blockchain and Brew. We have Checkmark verified. Hit the link, guys. We only have 6 people. That means you, Hal. I see you out there hiding. Hal, if you want to win $100, all you got to do is share a link, tag your favorite cryptocurrency, which I already know it's Hedera, and then tag us so we can find you.
Yeah, so giving away
1 in 6 shot right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, there we go. Daily, I'm willing to bet, I don't know how much, but I'm willing to bet that there's a lot of Nelson hops in that IPA. Because Nelson hops are infamous for being dank. So, there you go.
I'm not the biggest fan on Dink. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. One of these IPAs I have in my fridge right now from the Voodoo have a hint of Dink in it, and it's not that bad. It's actually a more pleasant, full flavor. But if it's too much, it's just like, dude, I feel like I just drank weed.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, we checked out Zcash Flat Smack, dude. How can you miss that sucker? Same with Zora. It's on fire. It's so funny is when Zcash moves and then Monero stays behind. But then Dash is moving too, and you're like, Dash? I thought Dash was dead. Why isn't that moving?
Dash, I don't even know her.
Him.
Guys, a lot of altcoins are doing this this bull pennant right now. I do have to say the bull pennant is not as it's not as big as it is on other coins. But you know, you may see like a flagpole right here.
I'm kind of curious, Trent, what you're going to put into the poll.
So now that would bring us up to 62 cents or so. There's thin liquidity up here once you start getting to those levels. So if we did that, we would probably break this and break this high up here. We'd go past $1. Let's just see let's just see for fun what the Fibonacci extension level is doing.
Did you have, Trent, did you know we have 8 votes on this and it's a 50-50?
Huh?
We have 8 votes and it's a 50-50 right now.
Really?
Yeah. And the poll is, will Ethereum reach 5K this month? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, 50% people are saying no.
But the correct answer is yes.
Guys, you hear it from Trent. Why does your Fibonacci look like it just came out of the LGBTQ parade? It's very happy. Muffin, I couldn't afford to be shaken out right now. If I got shaken, I'd be like, well, I lost the game of life. Time to play another game like Stratego or chess.
It's just hard to tell. One thing I will say is that it's a good time to long SCI because look at this stochastic RSI on the weekly. Look at how aggressively it moved down here.
That's actually pretty wild how aggressive it went, considering that it didn't the chart itself didn't really go down.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say this is a wonderful time for a swing long if your risk is managed properly. You're inside of this bullish pennant. You've been ranging. You've got these tweezer bottoms right here. Stochastic RSI is through the floor. This looks like an amazing setup to me, actually. I mean, you've got a low, a higher low, you've got a high,
Chris,
higher
you're still
high,
awake?
and then you've got a lower high right here, which is just consolidation, and that's just representing this bull pennant right here. Stochastic RSI is through the floor. You're going to break out. In terms of a price prediction, that's a little tougher. I don't even know her. But, you know. Okay, I just reposted, so now there's 7 people. Hey!
Hey! We just called you back too, Chris.
So, yeah, Daily. I mean, it's a great time to,
Joe, are you interested in me posting it, Joe, get in the drawing?
it's a great time to swing long, in my opinion. But in terms of a price prediction, it's
Where do
well,
I
tough
tell you guys
because
my favorite crypto at?
the very top of this is just
When you repost, Chris, there's two options. One's a repost and one's a quote. And if you do the quote, it does our whole segment, and then you just tag your coin and sour. But it's okay.
yeah. Look, everyone that reposts it is going to be entered. We're not going to like exclude anyone for not doing our instructions, but we just say to like, you know, quote it and say your favorite alt so that it gives us more engagement. That's all. But
Daily says $3 top for stay.
yeah. You know, the problem.
You'll sleep when you're dead. That's what I say all the time. Why do you think I have to wear my glasses?
Tough
Like
on
two-
that.
Sorry, Trent.
No, you're good. Price prediction is just tough on this. You know, like all-time high is $1.14. I don't know. I don't know what to say about a price prediction. All I know is that
Trent isn't a believer.
it's a good time to swing long, in my opinion.
Daily says Trent is a non-believer.
No. I like SBI. I've made a little a good amount of little pocket change trading SBI, and it's usually been around this level right here. So
Yeah.
You know,
Trent, I did cover a little bit of that text I sent you yesterday. I feel like though I could really take what I sent you and build off of it so much more. Like I was thinking about it more today. I'm like, that could go so deep, and it's so true.
yeah. Near
$2.50.55.
Near's gonna go to like, I don't know. There's a lot of work that I have to do on the back end for price prediction. I have to look at market cap. I have to look at circulating supply. I have to, there's a lot I have to do on the back end. But
what do you think? Do you hold any near?
Yes, a little bit.
Muffet's thinking $45, where it's currently at $3.50.
That is literally kind of insane. Well, what chart am I on?
You're gonna make him pull up near. He's like, I'm doing something, and he's like, I gotta look at near now. He's like, that sounds insanity.
Okay, so like all-time high was at $20.
And I'm gonna pull up the token circulation for your trend. That way you have a little bit more data. There is 1.24 billion tokens, so 1.25 billion tokens. No max supply. Total supply 1.27. So it looks like they must have burned some tokens, and the token unlocks shows So the last bull run was 2021.
So if I go to near dominance,
Oof.
if I go to near dominance, on the total crypto market cap, I have a measured move.
Oh my
I
god.
have a measured move from the current pattern going to like $9 trillion.
There's no way it's gonna hit $45, Trent, because in January 2021, only 15% of supply was released, so a little more than 10%. It's 100% released now.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's like an 8x on supply, Trent,
So
or 7x,
I'm gonna go to Google right here.
6x.
I'll share my screen, and I'm gonna say what is 0.066. Let's see, because that's what it said, right? 0.66.
Guys, if you're new here and you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. It helps support us.
0.66% of 9 trillion.
I can't believe that. That's wild about the supply.
So the total market cap. Okay, now, what did you say the supply was?
It's 1.25 billion. And for reference, Trent, in the last market, there was only like 300 million tokens unlocked. So
that does put it,
or 150,
that does put it at $47.52.
including the unlocks, though.
Including the unlocks between over the next 3 to 6 months.
There's no more. They're all unlocked. It's literally went from 15% to 100% today.
Right. That's what I'm saying. What the current circulating supply is at right now. If the total, there's a lot of ifs here, guys. There's a lot of ifs, and keep in mind, I'm doing this price prediction on the fly. But if I go to total crypto market cap, I just worked on this earlier. I have a measured move. I did a real conservative one. I have a measured move going to $9.62 trillion. So, oh wait, you can't see this. Yeah, there's a total crypto market cap going to $9.62 billion. It makes sense because look, the RSI is peaking above the dotted line. The Stokes are peaking above the dotted line. It looks like we're going to break bullish above this, but, it's how high can we really go, in the next 3 to 6 months. So if we look at a $9 trillion total crypto market cap, which makes sense to me, there's a lot. You guys see how many ifs there are with this? This is why we have to look at the chart of any specific coin as it's going and take profits when we're in enough profits to affect the quality of our life. But
I think
there's so many ifs involved with this. But if the total crypto market cap goes to $9 trillion, then you see the if then, right? The conditional statement here. If the total crypto market cap goes to $9 trillion, then if near goes back to its previous dominance, which is a big ask, right?
I think that's a big ask. Also, too,
Right.
Chet, Daily said, can we take a look at Alio? We might be able to take a quick peek at it because we're starting to run out of time.
Yeah.
Put a pin in that, Trent. And then Alio is up 15% for today as a privacy coin. And Arthur Hayes, he posted, Trent Muffet posted a link in the chat about it. Or we could also probably take a look at Stacks, but we have to go looking quick.
Okay.
And then he said in his scenario, dollar loses 80% of its purchasing power, 85% from here. I don't know if that's going to happen because Muffhead, Scott Bassett said, and they don't want to turn the money printers back on, and Scott Bassett wants to have gold continue to go up and reevaluate the dollar and destroy a lot of, have it regain a lot of its power. So you have to put that in consideration as a possibility too.
So, Muffhead, I just ran a whole scenario on AVAX today, and I came out with $277. And look, here's what I'm going to say on NEAR just real quick. Like, it's a really big ask for it to get back to its previous dominance because there's so many more coins in the market.
Yeah.
And so, you know, but if somehow it got all the way back to its previous high on dominance, then the market cap divided by circulating supply would give you a $47 NEAR. I'm gonna say maybe $30, roughly. So
yeah,
maybe, yeah.
And then we have Stacks from Chris. He just entered a long. Check Stacks on the 15-minute. Looks like it's starting to make a run like Litecoin did earlier. Hope my long pays off. And then where was the other? And then Daily also asked for Alio. Daily, I do see it pumping. We'll get to it.
Stacks 15-minute.
I'll pull it up right now too.
Stacks 15-minute. So the thing about this, who was that? Chris? The thing about this on the 15-minute is you're rejecting off of the 200 period moving average. And the stochastic RSI has just like shot way up here. So I don't think it's just going to punch through that right now. See, look, now we have a hammer candle. It just appeared.
What's a hammer candle, Trent?
Well, a bearish hammer, it's like, you know, you hold a hammer upside down, right? A long handle and then a thick hammer down here at the bottom, where the body of the candle is real.
Can you zoom in a little bit more on it? So it's kind of like, yeah.
Kind of, I mean.
Okay.
Right. So, you know, we have that, you know, that candle closes like that. I mean, look, I'm just saying this 15-minute chart is gonna probably completely reset before making another attempt at this 200 moving average. You know, I would not be bullish on this until it breaks this 200 period moving average and starts closing candles above it. Right? That's just me. So I don't want to be the bearer the bearer of bad news here, but it's just the 15-minute, you know, so it's not, I wouldn't have longed right here, but
well,
you know,
yeah.
Maybe some higher time frames are looking better. I don't know.
I'll jump over to it too, Trent, because
Well,
I was looking at.
Go ahead and run.
I was looking at. I'm just going to do quick stacks on the 15-minute. Looks like it's going down to me. Okay.
Right.
Anchor trigger, VWAP coming down. Everything else is coming down. The 1 hour, ditto. Red X. You guys can't really see it, but I can see it. Red X looks like it's coming down. The green dot has not flipped to a red dot, but it looks like everything's coming down. Okay, fine, sure, whatever. So the next 4 hours looks pretty bad. Good news is on the 4 hour time frame, which we got a candle close in the next 2.5 minutes, we have a doji candle and a green dot. Going off what we were just talking about earlier, those tended to play out a lot of the time. So if you wanted to wait around for the next 24 hours, you could actually possibly make some gains on here. So what my point is don't get faked out. If you're going to play this trade out, you play it out without any emotion. Come back tomorrow in the show and see where you're at. Set stop loss, come back tomorrow. Because if you look at it, you might get freaked out, but it might actually pump. And then we have Alio, which is right here, which is a privacy coin. I'm gonna jump to the 15-minute. We'll do a quick picky. A 15-minute trading sideways. We have a green dot. Money flow coming in. VWAP coming up. So it's looking like it's trying to break out of this flag, and maybe it'll come back up to, I don't know. Maybe it'll come up to 40 cents, so a 10% gain right now. The 1 hour, we have a red dot, anchor trigger wave, so we're actually looking kind of bearish. So the likelihood of that playing out is not as high, unless the 15-minute does just break out and reverses the. What we got left? A minute left till we have the 15-minute close. Oh, we also have an hour left. 1 minute left till we get this close. Okay, I could probably wait a minute. 4 hour. Wow, everything is coming down right now. Really, everything just happens to end in 1 minute. I hate trying to do TA when we have like 1 minute remaining on all the time frames, because I'm like, well, I feel like this is kind of a crucial moment. Like I should wait. I have this problem every morning when I do my chart in the morning, because the 4 hour close, closes 15 minutes before.
I don't hate this chart on
well, I don't hate it either, because the money flow is so thick, Trent. Like it looks like open doors just off. We have 30 seconds left. Just from where I'm looking at right now, I would have said open money flow coming in, strength coming up, Stokes okay, open doors on the blue momentum wave, trigger wave playing out, and VWAP's looking good. I would say I'm feeling pretty bullish.
We're looking to put in a bullish MACD cross on the 4 hour, and we're above the 21. I don't hate this. I think it moves up. How far? I mean, I don't know. I think we get another move back up to over 40 cents, like sooner rather than later.
I'd be watching like a double top or a higher high, or, oh, interesting. That's not a very strong move there, Trent. We just got the 4 hour close, and it gave most of it back. We still have the higher high, but the momentum.
It just confirmed the bullish cross on the MACD, though. On the 4 hour. Stokes are high, though.
Yeah. Well, the open doors are still open. They're just slightly less open.
Yeah.
I want to take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour, we did get a little bit more momentum to the downside. Money flow is still coming in, though, and that VWAP's not very strong. This looks more like a fake out to me, Trent. On the 15-minute. The 1 hour. The 15-minute also, it's trying to break below the zero line. The VWAP. If it was me, I'd probably set maybe a limit order in down here at this price point at these levels, and then I'll see how that play out. That's what I would do. If it doesn't come down here, oh well. If it does come down here, then you just maximize your trade for possibly more gains. That's how I would view this.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrap things up, guys. For Cardano Spotlight. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. Literally, the only thing I'm going to say right now is Tap Tools earlier at 10:45 a.m. As I'd say only a handful of people are in the know at this point. But big things are coming to Cardano at the end of the month.
Are you in the know, Trent?
I am not. I am not in the know. But my guess...
You should reach out to Big Pay.
I don't think he would even be. But my guess is stablecoin.
Using Tether or XRP?
My guess is a tier 1 stablecoin. It doesn't really matter what it is. USDT, USDC, USD1, RLUSD. Doesn't really matter. We didn't know we started. We still have an hour to go in the show. This is the thing. I mean, I'll run over a little bit more, but I'm gonna make a standalone video tomorrow. But guys, there's also a good chance that ETFs, even with the government shutdown, there's a good chance that ETFs run this month.
Trent, what do you think about
next month? But
Swift deciding that they don't want to use XRP because
that doesn't matter.
Probably because they think it's a competitor.
That doesn't matter. Swift is not going to, that's a stupid narrative anyways, the more you think about it, because XRP Ripple doesn't just want Swift to use their product. Ripple wants to be the product. Like they're jabbing at each other is what they're doing. Like, and them jabbing at each other as equals is way more like, look, what's do you hear the ring to this? It's like, hey T Square, let's go into business together. Or hey T Square, can I work for you? Like that's the difference.
You don't want to work for me, Trent.
Well, I know that.
Just ask Nez quick. She doesn't get paid enough.
Well, I know that, but like, you know, that's the difference in that conversation between Ripple and Swift. It's like, yeah. Anyways, so if and then there's also this: if Cardano can offer XRP holders a way to earn passive income through DeFi, the liquidity impact could be massive. There's just so much on the table here. We really could see XRP DeFi coming to Cardano. I know XRPL has its own stuff, but
DeFi is going to be massive, like Cardano DeFi will be. It will be huge. I really believe that.
Well, we could see XRP being a liquidity layer with Cardano having a bigger DeFi interoperability play with it. But
you all see that red candle? What's up, Francisco?
We
I think
covered
we got a
this.
couple of them.
S&P just launched a new index tracking top 50 digital assets. You know, Cardano's on there, so good stuff. How altcoins look at me as soon as I get my paycheck. So yeah, guys, the thing is, and I'll leave it at this. The thing is, like, we're watching the end of this month breaking into November. There's just a lot that's going to be going on in that regard. Tier 1 stable coins, Bitcoin DeFi is making more and more developments, ETFs, spot ETFs for Cardano, and potentially XRP DeFi. So there you go. Kick it back over to you.
There you go, guys. Oh, I think we're going to be kind of wrapping it up. BTC is going to be BTC. What up? I just saw you guys live on here. Dude, we're just about to hop off, man. BTC, yeah, probably. You know, I'm not too shaken out. I think I'm bearish right now on Bitcoin. Maybe you could say short-term bullish, but long-term bearish. I mean, not long-term bearish, but you know, like middle time frame. We have a red X, pressure to the downside, you know, but this could turn into a trigger wave, and then we get our reversal that we need. You know, 4 hour wants to reverse, but still pressure down. We could come back down to 120. That's what I'd be saying the next level would be is 120, 200. Yeah. And then if we break below that, you could say, you know, 118, 700. My next area. But hey, guys, I enjoyed it. I think Trent enjoyed it too. He smiled a lot. He talked about the positivities of Cardano. He literally inverted all my negative ideas I had for Cardano. So, you know, props to him. That's not easily, it's harder to say. Yeah, whatever. It's good. Good job, Trent. And then the polls, we're going to end with Bitcoin. All right, not Bitcoin. Ethereum will reach 5K at the end of this month. 67% says yes. 33% say no.
Francisco, sub to the channel if you haven't already. Join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. The only place you can come to get drunken TA.
Drunken TA, man. Join the Discord too. And go follow Trade Intuition. He's a great fellow too. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Stay hydrated. We'll be back. All right. Later. Thank you. Bye. Why is that in your mouth, Trent? Oh, you got to.
Thank you.
Huh? Oh, I have to.